Let's face it, travel can be tough, but here's a few apps to ensure that you are organized, equipped, and less frazzled upon arrival at your destination. That's all next, right here on The Sync Up. Having a little staycation with you guys. Gone are the days of fanny packs and maps thanks to a few technological developments and fashion upgrades. Thank you. But to what extent can technology help you with the treacheries of travel? Let's find out. Our first question today. Hi, Veronica. I've got a couple of fun trips coming up this summer. What are the top travel apps I should know about? Now, my absolute cannot live without an application that works on iPhone, it works on Android, and it works on the web is called TripIt. Now, I pay for a pro account, but you can also use the free account and get many of the same services. When you get a confirmation email from your flight or from your hotel, for example, you forward that email to plans@tripit.com and it spits back this amazing itinerary with all the information that you need. Now, it also works with an application called FlightTrack. This is the perfect app to have with you while you're at the airport. It takes all that TripIt information and lists out all the different flights you have, and then if there's any kind of delay or gate change or any other information that you need at that exact moment, FlightTrack will let you know. Now, if you're booking travel, Hipmunk is my favorite service. It rates everything by agony. So obviously you want the least amount of agony on your travel, so you can see that laid out for you perfectly. You can use it to book flights and hotels, and it's just a fun and really simple way to get the best possible flight information. Hotel Tonight is a really interesting service. I've only used it once or twice, but it enables you to find a hotel in the place that you're at just for that one night. Say, for example, that you get to a hotel and you're not really that big of a fan of that particular location, well, just jump on Hotel Tonight and find a new hotel at the very last minute. It works great. Now, I know that you're traveling for fun, but if you happen to be doing a lot of work travel or travel for business, Expensify is absolutely necessary. This will let you take pictures of all of your receipts, and then it puts together this great expense report that you can then give to your employer to make sure you get reimbursed for all the stuff you're spending money on. And finally, if you want to take a kind of trip that doesn't necessarily revolve around hotel reservations, AirBnB is the place to check out. They have an iPhone app as well. This way you can book perhaps someone's cool living room to sleep in while you're on a trip, or their entire condo, or even a fantastic house. And they're all rented out by the people that actually own the locations, so you may get some insider information about the place you're staying too. Man, you guys are going on a lot of fun trips this summer. I'm totally jealous. Our next question says, I'm going abroad and don't want to be disconnected. What are your top tech tips so I can be fully prepared? All right, well, there's a lot of stuff to keep in mind, but probably the most important thing has to do with your cell phone or even your iPad if you're using a lot of data. You don't want to go over your minutes and you don't want to go crazy with the roaming, because the worst thing is getting back to the States and finding out that you have this massive cell phone bill because you've been making calls and sending text messages and downloading web pages from the internet while you're traveling. That's a bad idea. So you should definitely check with your cell phone provider to see what kind of international roaming plans they have, or just maybe not use your cell phone when you're traveling overseas. Some phones can be used, like a GSM phone, for example, but you still have to watch out for that roaming charge. Now, something that I do when I travel is actually rent a phone at the airport. I do this whenever I go to Japan. That way you have a phone that's going to work locally no matter what, and you can stay in touch with your traveling companions without having to use your cell phone from the States. Also, don't forget about using Skype or FaceTime when you're at your hotel. That way you're making use of the Wi-Fi and not the data connection, and you can still stay in touch with your loved ones back home. And finally, if you're traveling somewhere where you don't speak the language, it makes sense to want to have a translation app on your phone. However, the downside to that is that they often need a Wi-Fi or data connection to make the translation. That's why a phrase book is probably a better idea. It'll take up a little more room on your phone or on your iPad, but at the end of the day, it's better than having to use that roaming to make the translation happen. Lonely Planet has a bunch of different applications for different languages that you can download separately. Or if you're at your hotel and want to make a quick translation, you can always try the Google Translate app. It works great, though it does need Wi-Fi. The whole point of taking a vacation is to take a break from your normal routine and relax. Use tech to your advantage, but don't forget to unplug every once in a while. Hopefully these tips will keep you from spending your time stressing so that you can actually enjoy your travels without having to worry about all the logistics. I'm Veronica Belmont, and thanks for tuning in to The Sync Up. If you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Popsugar Girls Guide, where I'll be giving answers to all of your tech questions. I'll see you next time, and bon voyage. A good look for me?